might be able to learn
something. The Normandy is equipped with a new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around a system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If a Reaper enters the system you are in, flee and wait until you have completed a mission before returning. It's really fucking annoying, quite frankly.
I found something.
See, that Reaper alertness there. Karshan, did I do the thing where the scan, only one scan unlocks all the resources? There's a way you can edit the coalesced file so that the scan gets all of the resources at once by expanding its range to cover the entire system. I'm gonna leave that because that's guaranteed to be fuel. I'm gonna leave that for later because I'm about to go out and get the other stuff here. You don't have to scan for shit like you did in the last game. In fact, I found a mod that also does a similar thing where you scan a planet once and you automatically get all the assets on it. In Mass Effect 2, I'm thinking of doing that. Find artifacts. This is for the Aria mission. So I'm going here. I don't know what the benefits of exploring the galaxy are in this game.
Signal control.
In Mass Effect 2, you would get resources and extra missions on occasion, but it still wasn't enough for me to want to investigate. In Mass Effect 1, there was a bunch of extra stuff, a bunch of extra lore stuff you could get by exploring, but I don't know, the exploring wasn't fun enough and just wasn't rewarding enough for me to want to do it in any of the Mass Effect games, unfortunately. I got the black market artifacts. Now I can go back to the Citadel and get the guy without killing Araka. And I remember regretting killing Araka the first time I played Mass Effect 3 because I mistakenly thought that I wouldn't be able to find the artifacts anywhere, not realizing that I found them out in the galaxy map. So, yeah, made me sad. And so now I'd never kill Araka because he's a cool guy. And Boba's actually telling me that it's his lunchtime. So we're gonna go ahead. Yep, he's scratching my leg. Okay, Boba. Okay, yeah, I know. It's your lunchtime. Okay, let's go. Did the responsible pet owner thing. Now let's go to... we're gonna go here real quick. Because this is actually kind of important.
I found something.
Oh, yay. More fuel. Gimme, yummy in my tummy wummy. I don't know what happens if you run out of fuel, because I never end up running out of fuel, because I don't really explore much in Mass Effect 3. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. Never happened. All right. Our first combat mission of the new game. Which one of these do I like? I like this one. And let's actually change her to armor. I really like her casual outfit that's added with, I think, Project Variety, but it breaks certain parts of the game, unfortunately, so you can't see it. It's a very cute little, like I imagine a disheveled college student outfit. I think it looks great on her, and I love it. But like I said, it breaks things in the game. It breaks certain levels in the game, so I didn't want to have to deal with it, and so I didn't have her outfits installed. I don't have her outfits installed. It sucks. All right, yep, we're gonna keep my Captain America armor here. And we did my weapons for him. I like to think of him as like a heavy unit. So this is essentially a light machine gun. So that's what he's going to use. And he will use this, the Piranha. Oh, here's modifications, by the way. I don't like them. I think they're very ugly. So I wish there was a way. I'm gonna give her the Asari pistol. And I'm gonna give her the blood pack one, because she's ruthless now. Confirm. Disruptor ammo just isn't that useful anymore. I'll go ahead and put points into frag grenade. It's the most useful thing right now. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then Liara got nothing. James, I don't really play with James that much. All right, confirm.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began.
Yep. If you remember, that was the first level of Mass Effect 1.
Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
Yep.
And where you went up against Saren in the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Yep.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago. How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Yep.
Reports said Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
He tried and he failed.
To cover up any evidence of the beacon. We stopped it.
And saved the colony, too.
Yep.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists. Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can.
Yeah.
What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But
I want you guys to remember that this level was day one, not day one, but this level was a DLC. It was cut from the original game and made as DLC. They cut it out. Like this was it was originally part of the original originally part of the original release, and they cut it out, and you had to pay for it as DLC. Really fucking shitty. I remember when I first got that DLC and how mad I was about it, because it becomes very apparent later on in the game that this was not intended to be DLC and this was intended to be part of the original game. Okay, I need to reorganize these. I like this here. I'm gonna put this at 5. I'm gonna put this at 2. And those can stay where they are, I think.
Once. They came back after the Geth attack.
I'm just gonna quickly do these real quick so that everybody has.
Lose one, you can always move on to another.
But you'd still remember.
Yep. Giving everyone incendiary ammo.
On it.
Making sure incendiary ammo is on all of my shit, because what's it called? Just, cuz fighting Cerberus. They're organics. I think pretty much all the enemies you fight in this one are organics. So disruptor ammo really just doesn't help, at least not on the easier difficulties. When you on the harder difficulties, I bet it helps a lot, because a lot of the organics have.
It's a Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Yeah.
Hey, Liara, you ever find dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No. Dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species.
Yeah.
The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs.
It's cute. I like it. I like James. I think as far as a character who's introduced in the last part of a series only to answer people's questions who have never played the games before, I think he's well written. He serves his purpose well, and he doesn't feel like too stupid. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. And when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate. Oh!
This Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
No, Cerberus isn't evil. They're just pro-human. They just really, really like humans.
That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site. Curtis, that doesn't seem possible.
What?
It's not a Prothean artifact, it's a Prothean.
Dun dun dun!
Collector? Those things the Reapers turn the Protheans into?
Nope.
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
It's pretty fucking cool, right?
That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power.
Damn!
He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
That's pretty cool.
Can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean empires spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little faster.
Yes, judging by the...
See, he's not unintelligent. You know, he's not unintelligent. He's able to figure things out on his own. He just doesn't have all of the data, which I like. That's hard. It's hard to write, but it's a very real thing.
That spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Yeah.
Of course. They must have had an impressive military as well. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
That's a good, yeah.
Be what we need to finish the Prothean device.
Yeah.
I hope so. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor.
Yeah.
Damaged the life
Sure.
when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Heads up!
We got a battle. Time to show off the locust. Yeah. Which means I gotta get closer because it's a submachine gun. Take this. It sounds great. Wow, that was fucking terrible aim on my part. Holy crap. Oh, what happened to her? It is a submachine gun, so who cares about aiming?
Let's get moving before more of them come back.
Alright. Submachine guns were invented for trench warfare. You're supposed to get over the trench and just fucking spray and pray and kill all your enemies. Which, you know, excellent design, if you ask me, for trench warfare. Terminal examine, local resistance is heavy, blah blah blah.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Yep. So I gotta try to find all the intel. I think there's only 3 intel in this. So I've already found 2, so that's good. We just gotta keep exploring. We also have to keep exploring to continue the level. I'm gonna show off this part of it. Oh shit. Pow. That's right. This charges and explodes. It's a little... I don't know. Mass Effect 3 has a ton of grenade launchers for whatever reason. I don't know what possessed them to do grenade launchers. Oh yeah, you get introduced to enemies early in this. Oh yeah, and it bounces. I hate I hate this pistol, so we're going to move on to here. This is an assault rifle, by the way. Again, another grenade launcher, but this one's rapid fire. I guess it's to make up for the fact that high explosives ammo in Mass Effect 1 was useless, essentially. Maybe? I don't know. I don't like them. Like, in order for... This does not do enough damage for me to like it. My grenade launcher should kill people practically instantly. And it being so weak that I can get multiple shots on one person with it just doesn't make any sense. It should be killing people instantly, and you use it to clear a large, like, force of people. But I don't think there's any point in the game where that's necessary either, because they just don't... They don't group up that frequently in this game. No. Just mistakes, in my opinion. They should have just made another really... Like, the only thing to get me away from the Mattock would be to... would be to have a chunkier assault rifle, because the Mattock is nice, chunky, and satisfying, and the new weapons just aren't. So that's what Protheans look like. They look a lot like the Collectors, which, you know, makes sense. A lot of people got mad that the aliens on Ilos weren't Protheans. And I think they were supposed to be Protheans for a little bit, and then they were retconned in Mass Effect 2 to not be Protheans, which is fine. Because, like, nobody knew what the Protheans looked like anyway, you know? In Mass Effect 1, they didn't realize that there were cycles yet, not until towards the end of the game, if I'm recalling correctly. So, yeah. Oh, no, wait, Liara figured it out. So it depends upon when you got Liara.
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately...
Ideally at the very beginning. But, yeah, it is what it is. The overall... The scientific community of Mass Effect did not realize that there were cycles, I should say.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed.
Uh-oh.
Then all forces to the north.
Oh, damn.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static.
Hmm.
Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharos, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pod.
I keep calling it the Prothean cipher, but wasn't it the Thorian that gave him the ability to decipher it? Doesn't that mean that maybe it wasn't Prothean? I don't know. All right, so now we're at this shotgun, which I'll show off real quick. Again, and I don't know. I don't like a lot of the new weapons in this very much. I also hate what they did to my favorite pistol. Severely weakened it. They made it feel less chunky. Yay, more data.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
And so, yeah, I think I got all three of it. And if I'm remembering correctly, there's another thing I can get here. Pretty sure. My backtracking, it's difficult to tell. This is like a very open area, you know, it doesn't really, this part doesn't really tell you where to go, which is nice. It's nice to get levels like this in games, especially in this very, oh, and again, an auto shotgun, but it fires very, very slow for an auto shotgun. Like, auto shotguns in real life fire way faster. When I'm playing a sci-fi game, I want my weapons to be cooler than real life weapons, you know? or at least as cool. But to have an auto shotgun that's lamer than the current auto shotguns, it's just Equipment salvage. The equipment's giving me money.